And we're back. Welcome to Jeremy's Kitchen. With me, as always, the man, the myth, the mayor of Flavortown himself, Guy Fieri. Guy, how you doing today? He says he can't feel his legs. Well, Guy, that's just because you're a torso and a photograph of a person, not in fact an actual person. So, today we're going to be making a breakfast scramble, so let's get right down to it. Now, the best thing about making a breakfast scramble is when you don't have too much in your fridge or you're a little low on the dough, you can just use the basics as long as you've got some eggs, some veggies, and some meat. And if you don't like meat, well, you're wrong. For example, one of the best things you can throw into a breakfast scramble, in my opinion, is a bell pepper, which funny enough gets its name because if you shake it hard enough, it starts to ring like a bell. Ding ding ding! Oops. Always make sure to wash those veggies before you eat them, especially if you drop them on the floor like an idiot. Ah, good as new. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any fresh meat to throw in this breakfast scramble, but what I do... fresh meat. But what I do have is this leftover pork chop, so I'm just going to cut that into a couple pieces and put that in there. If you look closely, you might notice that I've changed microphones. That's because my old microphone is busy stirring up these potatoes that I started. I always like to start with the potatoes first because they're going to take the longest, and then I like a nice golden brown, crunchy, tasty, hash brownie type of potato. Well, it looks like our potatoes are almost done. They're getting a nice golden brown consistency all throughout, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in these veggies real quick. You spread throughout the... Oh, you probably couldn't hear me because I didn't have the microphones. Can you hear me now? Good, we're live. So another thing I've been liking to do lately is throwing fresh herbs into my food. And you might be thinking to yourself, Jeremy, ain't nobody got time for that. Well, I do. I do got the time for that. It's a pun. So there's two ways you can go about using thyme in your dish. You can either pluck all the leaves off and leave them in there, or you can just throw the whole gosh darn stick in the pan, and then we'll just take it out before we eat it, because nobody wants branches for breakfast. Now, one of the last things I'm going to do is put my meat in. But, seriously, before you put the eggs in, you want to get that meat nice and warmed up. Alright, now I've got my eggs in there, and I'm just going to go ahead and start scrambling. Just start mixing it up until it's done. I guess. I don't know. See, I'm just going. You just go, and you go, and you go, and at last, our scramble is finished. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Jeremy's Kitchen. Guy and I would like to thank you for joining us yet again, and we will see you in Flavortown.